Right, so hello there guys, and welcome back to R&G Forge. So today we're going to be taking a look at my coal forge. It's a forge that I built out of fire bricks and some pallet wood. And so yeah, so I'll just explain the situation. So I just come back from school early because there was one of the people in my class that had COVID. They tested positive, so I'm going to be self-isolating for 2 weeks. And so we're probably going to be having lots more time to forge. I do have to do work as well online, but it'll be quick, so we can do practically videos probably close to every day. I'll try and do that if we can, and so yeah, so there's gonna be much more forging, much more videos that I can do, but of course, and then that's also gonna lead actually into the Christmas break, so I'm gonna have a total of a month off. So yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be looking at the coal forge today. And I've got to make it bigger. Well, it's not going to be bigger in terms of the bottom. The bricks, these size bricks, are going to be higher, and they're going to be like just higher up practically. So then it's going to be deeper. And so I bought 3 more bricks to raise it, and these are the bricks here. They're just like these standard fire bricks that you get. So yeah, we'll have to clean it out, and then we'll get going on with that. But yeah, so we'll try to do videos maybe once every 2 days or something for these 4 weeks practically, and might get a Christmas special in, something like that, maybe New Year as well, something to do with fire for New Year maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so I'll show what we're gonna do and let's get going. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, well, for example, is all this clinker that forms at the bottom. I do clear that out quite often, but we'll do that since we're going to be emptying all the coke out. I do use this coke here, this coke that I get, and then we'll be cleaning out the box here. It's got all the dust there. This is the coal box. So what I do is I have this small box next to the forge, so then I can just like fill in from here and put in the forge, and then my actual storage over there. And that's just a big bucket that has all the rest of the coke in, and it can hold up to like 50 kilograms of coke. And so we will be doing a tour of the shop eventually as well. I'll probably do that after this video. But yeah, so I'll get emptying the forge, and then clean the coal box out, and then I'll get back to you when that's done. Right guys, so we're back, and I think the camera cut short because we ran out of storage, but so as you can see, you've cleaned the forge, and so now we're going to add in the 3 bricks over here, and they need to go underneath, so these can shift up all around the corners. Now, we've held these in place with these like pieces of wood here. I don't know if that's let me just check whether yeah, okay, so they're shut and shut. So I've held them out with these pieces of wood just so they didn't wibble, and so just to see how this forge is constructed. So these bricks here, this is a whole brick that has this like sort of notch groove cut into it, and then on the other side as well, and that's so I can feed the metal in and it wouldn't be too high off the fire. So we'll take this and put this to a side. You can see how clean, how dirty these are. Just look how the new one is. And then we've got a half brick here. Now, what I really want to see is how burnt the wood underneath is. So we'll be checking that out in a minute as well, won't we? So we have these holding it up. Now this is where the other brick's going to go, but you can see it's full of dust. And these here are completely burnt, so that's interesting. So it's gone through the wood, but what I want to see is the wood under here. Anyway, so if we continue to take these slits out from the corners. Okay, we've got another whole brick here. There's a coal block in it. Got another brick here, you can see all the spaces. Put these over here. Make some space. And there's another one here. I don't remember if it's a free, so it's the base is a 1.5 by 1.5 bricks base, the actual base, but it's going to be bigger now. So you can see the other spaces. We cut loads of spaces, they're all burnt. I remember it took ages to cut all the spaces out actually. So try and not get this coal in the bottom. I'm going to probably have to clean all of this out actually, because otherwise the bricks aren't going to sit properly. And there's another over the spaces. There's a half brick that normally just sits there. So as you can see, the base is just literally pallet wood and a piece of ply. Let's get rid of these bricks here. They're all dusty. Ooh, that's quite nasty. That is nasty. The base is completely carbonised. Don't know if you can see that. Whoa. You can see that, yeah. It's completely carbon. Whoa. It's like charcoal. Oh my god, that's actually... That is nasty. That is like... Oops, I just knocked the camera. Let me... Oh, now I've messed with the camera. Let me just zoom in on that. That is nasty. It's literally carbonised. That's hilarious. It's like... It's good that there was... Probably because it didn't burn completely because there was oxygen there, so... Anyway, that is nasty. Right. Let's get this back in shot. Right, that'll do. Okay. Yeah, but that is just like... Whoa. Completely... Anyway. And the blowers there. I need to try and not mix up the bricks because these are different heights, I think. There's a half brick there. Yeah, that is just completely gone. But we'll just keep the base because it shouldn't, until it literally collapses, we'll keep it, I think. Because it'll take too long to replace it. I don't think I even have the wood. So we'll keep it for now, but it'll probably eventually go through, I think. Yeah, it will definitely go through eventually. Because that is just completely destroyed. But anyway, there's these spaces. And there's another brick there. God, I think I feel quite sad. My voice feels a bit sad today. Probably am, but that's why I'm talking a bit saddy, so sorry for that. Anyway, 2 more spaces there. Right, so we got all the spaces out. And, yeah, so that's completely carbonised, but... So that's how to make charcoal. That's practically made charcoal because it's burnt the wood without oxygen, so it's practically made charcoal. So, there's some charcoal. Right, I'm just gonna use a brush to get this done and brush. We'll clean all this. I need to get one of those fireplace brushes and then we can make a handle for it. But what we've got to do is take this coke at the bottom and just wouldn't make the base level. Well, I don't want to get all this dust in my face. Right. Clean all the stuff out. Oh, this is horrible, it's all in my face. Anyway, that is quite funny, that it's completely burnt through the wood. So it's got, maybe it would be a good idea to make this table out of steel. I might do that eventually. Weld something up. There's a bit of welding wire in here as well, like some some flax cord, whatever you call it. Anyway, so you clean the base off. Like that. Okay, that'll do. And now we're just gonna start laying the brick. So we'll start putting the. I'm just trying to think if these are all 60 because they've got different heights. So these were the ones that we had at the bottom before. And then if I just quickly grab two of the, actually one of the, are these the same? Hopefully. Yeah, cool. Right, so we'll grab all of these then. And I need to work out how this goes. So I think this practically is all meant to be covered. Yeah, so as you can see now, the problem we've got now is that there's no height here, because then the other bricks are going to go like that. And so we're going to have to, maybe they might not fall over actually, but we'll probably have to put some sort of stopper there, otherwise that won't work. Now there's a problem that, as you can see there, you probably can't see it because of the angle, but there's a decent gap here. I'll just try and turn around on that. Yeah, you can see it, there's a gap there. So that might be a problem. I don't remember how this was set actually. So I know that the brick goes in here. Oh my god, there's coal in the corner. Okay, so the brick goes there, like that, I think, and then this goes here. And what I'm gonna do with this gap is put half on each side, so then it's all not in one place, and we won't have to cover it up. I'll probably fill with charcoal itself, coal. I mean. Right, so this size isn't actually 100%, is it? Because as you can see, there are a few gaps, which might end up being a problem. So I think what we'll do is grab all these ones that go at the bottom. It goes there. Now here we'll just go like that, I think, because there's this other gap here by the blower over there. We'll move these over like this. And then there's, oh yeah, oh no, that's fine, I was just getting confused by myself. And then this goes, so then one more brick here, like that, and I think that's the base. Yeah, that must be the base, mustn't it? Yeah, that's correct, I think. Right. And then these go here, like that. So then this goes there, and then there's a half brick that goes in there, like that. I think I've built this wrong practically, but we'll just see. And then this definitely goes here. We know that for sure. But that might not go like that. So let me just see. And then there should be, because there's these two half bricks. No, so this goes like that. So yeah, so that goes like that. We can get a whole brick in there, actually. That's the one that goes at the top, and then this one goes like this. So there's this gap, but I'm just going to move the bricks back, and that will cover it. But instead of this half brick here, I'll put a whole brick there instead. Get this dust off. Alright, that's better. Okay, so it's quite a bit bigger, this forge, I think. And then we've got a couple more bricks, and got this one here. I think I should have got my dad to help me with this because this is kind of confusing, but we'll just see if we can do it ourselves. So I guess we'll have to push it to one side as well. So we'll put that like that. And then there's one more whole brick, which I think, oh, it doesn't go in there. Okay, so there must be something going on here, but, well, okay, so we'll swap that for a half brick. I know there is, okay, so that does work, because then there's another half brick here. These have all been cut with the angle grinder. Wow, so that is quite a bit deeper, the forge, I think. Yeah, it's quite a bit deeper. Yeah, okay, and then there's this half brick. I can put like that. So these bricks are quite loose. I'm probably going to end up putting some sort of cross-statting because this is just not going to work if they're this loose. So then we've got 2 spare bricks, which is quite ridiculous, but that's how it's ended, I think. Because the only thing I don't like is these corners here. Let me just move the camera. This is more me thinking than actually talking to the camera, but just to show you how this forge is. So the bricks are like, the only thing that's a bit funny is that these bricks are like £4 something each, VAT on, which even more. So it's they're quite expensive. But this style of forge is just cheap in a sense, dead easy to make, not super, dead easy to make, and it works really well. Now with this deeper thing, it will work even better. So it's a good, like, you know, probably not a beginner forge just because it costs so much, but, you know, a beginner to intermediate forge. I think we'll end up cutting these in half and sticking one there, and one on the other side here. And then we'll need to, I don't know, secure something down like this, because this is just going to be loose. So actually, is this, oh yeah, these are the same size, so I might use these, and attach them in like that. And I think that should do it actually. I'll just put some planks on. Yeah, so we'll do that. So what I'll do is we'll do this first. I'll check, so does this line up? That's the other thing. Yeah, so that lines up nicely. And then I'll screw these in and we'll put the blocks in. And okay, so I'll go and get the screws and screwdriver and the drill, I mean, but whatever. And so I'll see you in a minute then. Okay, so we're back, guys. And I think, oh yeah, and we got the drill, the screws, and so just some random bits of wood. And now we're just gonna screw these in like this. This is probably quite temporary, I guess. Probably gonna change this soon, but because ideally this would need a metal frame, I guess. Because who would put a wood frame under a boiling hot, like a 2,000-degree fire here? I know you can't see this actually, can you? I'm just going to screw this in just to hold the wood in place. We don't want to move it. Okay. And then I'm going to screw the bottom in. Okay, so I really need 2 here, but that will just keep the bricks from moving. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. We'll keep it like that. And then so I'll do that on this side and then on the back. I'll get to you when that's done. Right. Okay, so it's all done. Screwed all 3 sides in with these supports, and they're not even holding the bricks down. They're just there, so if the bricks tip, they just won't fall out. They'll stop it because they're not even strong. I was just gonna add these 2 bits of wood in these gaps just so it's even better, like just for a bit of more security. Oops, sorry for that noise. It's a car down the alley. Okay, so that's done. The actual thing is complete, and I'll just take the camera off the tripod here. And I'll just show you. So it's much deeper than it was before. Now here's my hand. No, it's more like Yeah, it's about the height of my hand, you know. So yeah, so it's pretty high compared to what it was before. So yeah, it will just be better with the forging. So what I'll do now is I'll get my pipe, which is over here. Oops. And the pipe has just got like a rubber thing on the end, and then it just goes in the blower. Okay, so I'll put that in, and it's actually kind of getting burnt up here. You can see, like oops, right there. The metal's quite thin there, but hopefully it holds up, and it won't just like completely blow through. So yeah, okay, so I'll put the pipe in, and then I'll show you, and then I'll put coal in to show you, and then that'll be it, because it's getting quite dark right now as well. You probably can't tell it on camera, but it's quite dark. It's dark at like 4:30 now, which is quite bad, but oh well. Okay, see you when I've put the pipe in then. Bye. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I've put the pipe in. Now I'll dump the coal in, but I can't just dump it from the bucket because it's got loads of like ash and clinker meshes with it, so I'm gonna have to clean it out. I'll dump the coal in, I'll show you in a minute. I'm just hoping that this won't just melt through, because that'll just be catastrophic, because it'll just go in, and then practically I'm just gonna have to get a new pipe, so that's gonna be a pain if it melts, so hopefully it doesn't. But other than that, it's all looking good. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I put the coal in. Okay guys, so it's full up with coal. This is just like the lighting position, so there's much less coal than there usually be, but it'll probably go up to here, the pile now. So this is it for now. So yeah, it's all looking good. I mean, this gap, I'm probably gonna find a way to just get my dad to help me to sort these out better, but might get rid of this, might not though. But it's all looking good, and so hopefully this will just improve like the fire quality. It'll be deeper and, you know, stronger. So yeah, okay. Maybe this was helpful. I don't know if you might make something similar. It's just a good all-round forge. That's really, you know, it's just good, I guess. But yeah, so I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.